Okay guys, I got a lot of stuff to do today. So we're going to head out to the garden and get everything taken care of that I need to. I need to harvest a lot of stuff today. So let's go ahead and get outside before it gets too hot. I think it's 91 right now. It's very hot outside. Well, good morning everyone. Welcome back. My name is Doris and this is My Savage Homestead. Today is preserving day. Not all of the harvest is in. It's coming in, trickling in. So I'm trying not to waste it. So I've been doing little batches at a time. But my whole garden is just a booming. All that rain that we had, oh my goodness. I'm going to show you what's going on and I'm going to pick some things and then we're going to go back in the house because it's supposed to be, I think it's 93 today. So I got some stuff to pick and I'm hoping I have enough to make some more Rotel. I'm pretty sure I do. I saw some out here when I was watering last night. And then I got to do some bug picking first and then get that taken care of and then I'll start harvesting stuff. So let's get going. So you can see here the silks have died back. They're dried out. And it feels like it got pollinated all the way up to here. Oh, that's a pretty ear corn. Kernels are plump. Just gonna pop that top off, I don't need it. Yep, I'm gonna pull an ear of corn today. Looks like we're gonna have corn for dinner tonight. From what I can tell, I've got green beans. So I'm gonna pick some green beans and I might be canning some green beans today as well if I get enough. I get a Ziploc gallon bag. I got enough for 4 jars. So let me go ahead and start pulling some green beans. Oh, half a bag, so 2 jars of green beans. That'll work. My tomatoes so far, guys. Look at that. So I do have enough to make some more Rotel. These are the green beans that I just picked. My ears of corn. I'm gonna be happy about that. Look at all the pickles I found. And then I've got some Anaheim peppers for my Rotel. And then look at this guy I found stashed away. I found 2 of them, actually 3, that were stashed away in them jalapenos. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back inside. It's extremely humid. It's only 10 in the morning and we're sitting at 91 degrees right now. I'll give you an update on my sweet potatoes. Look at these guys. Can you believe that there was only 2 potatoes that I got over 90 slips from? Gonna have a lot of them this year. And these were the last ones that I planted. So these should be catching up here pretty soon. and my husband just came in and he asked, what's for lunch? It's 10:42 right now. So he eats lunch around 11:30. So I got more jalapenos. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him crab with cream cheese stuffed jalapenos with bacon on top for his lunch today. So we're going to do jalapeno poppers real quick for him. And then I'm going to get ready and start doing what I need to do. In about another couple weeks, I'm going to be overwhelmed with the vegetables from the garden. So right now I'm just doing the little batches to take care of everything I need to do. But I went ahead and looked at my list for the day because my husband's going to go pick up the hay for the cows. So when he picks up the hay for the cows, it's going to be an all-day thing. So when he comes back for dinner, I'm going to make fried chicken for him. But this is the chickens that we processed ourselves. I'm going to make some fried squash today. And I have abundance of eggs in the refrigerator. I don't have anybody to give them to right now. I've over swamped everybody else with my eggs. So I'm going to freeze dry those and then put them in a jar. And then in the wintertime when my chickens aren't laying, I've got eggs. I'm 2 jars of green beans. That's all that's going to make. A full gallon bag of green beans makes 4 pints. And then I'm going to make more Rotel. I've discovered that I use about 18 to 24 cans of Rotel a year. So I only did 8 the other day, and now I got more tomatoes and more cilantro and more Anaheim peppers. So I'm going to do another batch of that today. I have tons of carrots in the fridge. So we don't like ours canned. My husband doesn't like it. It gets squishy. He doesn't like canned carrots. I don't either. So I'm just going to dice half of them up and vacuum seal them and put them in the freezer for the rest of the year. And then you already know my situation with onions. I have lots and lots of onions. So I've got more. I'm going to dice those up, peel and dice those up today, put them in Ziploc bags. So when the freeze-dried eggs are done in the freeze dryer, I can put in my onions. You don't want onion in before you do your eggs because they're going to smell like onions. Your eggs are going to smell like onions. You don't want that. And then more pickles. I've already done relish and spears and silver dollars. I haven't done whole ones yet, but we don't eat a whole pickle. I eat a spear every now and then when I'm hungry when I'm walking around the house. And then I'm going to attempt to make strawberry margarita jam. I'm hoping I preserved enough strawberries from the garden. Every time I would pick them, I would put them in the freezer. Because I was only getting a little bit at a time. And we got first one that we got, I ended up making angel food cake with a strawberry slurry on it. So let's go ahead and get some strawberry margarita jam going before I sit down, because once I sit down I'm not getting back up. I'm just too tired. So a day of preserving. So let's get this going. It's going to be a nice tasty strawberry margarita jam. So these are the strawberries I've been picking all week from my garden. As you can tell, they're tiny. So what I did was I put them in the freezer until I had enough, and then I was going to make some jam with it. So all these are frozen except for the ones that I picked this morning. So we're going to get these defrosted, and then I'm going to get the tops off of them, and then we'll start our jams. 3 cups of mashed berries. Now if you're going to do whole berries to start, you need 6 cups of whole berries or 3 cups of mashed berries. I'm going to add in a half a cup of tequila. Doesn't matter what brand you use. I'm going to do 3/4 a cup of the margarita mix. Up to you what you want to do. This is the one we use. So you're going to add 3/4 a cup in there. Okay. Now we're going to add in 6 cups of sugar. You're going to stir that up. And you're going to bring it to a boil. I just found a leaf in mine. So I'm going to take my wand and I am going to puree these strawberries. Okay, so now you're going to get this up to a boil. And you're going to have it at a raging boil for 1 minute before you put your pectin and your 1 teaspoon of lime zest in there. Okay, I got mine at a raging boil. So now I'm going to start my timer of 1 minute before I put my pectin in. Time to add the pectin. 1 package. That all dissolved in there, and then lime zest. This is zest that I keep in my freezer. So when I use a lime for something else and it doesn't call for the zest, I still zest the lime or lemon, and then I put it in jars and stick them in the freezer. Nothing goes to waste. Woo, you can smell that. Oh my goodness. Fresh lime zest in there. My goodness. Okay, so we got it all stirred up. And we're now going to bring this to a boil, raging boil. And we're going to let it boil for another minute. Okay. A minute is up. We're going to turn this off. Go ahead and ladle this in our jars. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going to skim all this off, all the foam, before I put everything in the jars. Looks like that's about it for the foam. Not too bad. Okay. Now we can start ladling into the jars. Okay guys, it made 6 half pints, 6 jelly jars of strawberry margarita jam. So we're going to put it in a water bath for 20 minutes. Okay, so I ended up with 6 of the jars of strawberry margarita jam. Now, if it doesn't set up for you, then don't throw it away. You know what they call jelly or jam that doesn't set? Compote. That's what it is. It's just not set up. So they give it a fancy word, but it just means your jelly or jam didn't set. But if it doesn't set, this is really, really good over biscuits, over ice cream. Just a vanilla ice cream with a topping on that. That is just yummy, tasty. So don't fret if it doesn't set. And then sometimes when you have it pure liquid like that without the berries and stuff in there, it might take a couple of days before it actually sets. But let's go ahead and get this in the canner. Well, that was a full day of water bathing and pressure canning. I ended up with 8 of my Rotel. I got 6 of my strawberry margarita jam. I ended up getting 4 more jars of pickles today, pints, and 2 pint jars of green beans. And these are actually just right for my husband and I. We don't need the quart jars. We just need the pint jars. And then the Rotel, same thing. This is the 8-ounce size of a can Rotel you get in the store. So I still have more Rotel to make. I was trying to hit 24. I had 8 today. I hit 8 like 3 days ago, so that's 16. So I have probably 1 more batch to go to make 24. But wow, that was a day. Well guys, that's it for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something, but y'all have a good evening. Thank you for watching.